everybody. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer is NODA Brewing Company. They're out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This is one of the beers that Mitchell sent me. And it doesn't have a date on it, but he told me they just started canning last month in October. So I know this is fresh. They do need to step on up to the plate and get their dating thing on the can, so this thing don't sit on a shelf somewhere. And like I said, I don't think the distribution is very big on this beer. I'm not sure because I've not seen these beers up here, so I don't know how far out they go from Charlotte. So hopefully it's going to be a tasty beer. This is Jam Session. And what this beer is an American Pale Ale. This thing comes in at 5.10 ABV, and it says availability is year-round on this beer. So if you're in the Charlotte area, it may be one that you can pick up and one that you've had. So the food pairings for this beer, cuisine, is a Pan-Asian. The cheeses are your earthy, the Camembert, Fontina. Your nutty cheeses, Asiago, Colby, and Parmesan, and your tangy and brick, Edam, and feta. And the meat for this is poultry. But most of your pails go with just about anything. I mean, they go with your lighter dishes and your heavier dishes. This is a session ale, so 5% you should be able to. And this is a 16 ounce or two, so you ought to be able to drink a couple of these things without getting too big of a buzz. The glassware, the pint, Becker, Stein, the mug, the tumbler, the side ale, the Stein. I got the pint glass for this. And it's not recommended for extended celerings, being that low of an ABV, which is another reason why we need a date on it. So this is not one that should sit on the shelf for a long period of time. And I don't know how hop forward this beer is, not ever having these beers before. So, and the can has got a plastic wrap, and it's just a silver can, and they have shrunk wrap this yellow label on there. So let's pop the top on this thing and get it in glass. Mitchell, thanks again for sending these beers to me to review. Never had one of their beers, so hopefully this will be a treat. Alright guys, looks good in the glass. It is a darker amber as opposed to most of the pales are a little on the lighter amber side. This is a darker amber. Not quite to the red ale color, but it is a fairly dark amber. A lot of bubbles, a lot of carbonation going on there. I didn't pour a monster here because I didn't want to. It's a 16 ouncer and I want to get it all in the glass. So looks very good in the glass. Let's get a nose on it. Oh yeah, very hop forward for a pale. I don't know what the IBUs are on this. Let's see if it says. It does not. It does not have a commercial description on it either. Nope, don't see anything at all on it. Wow. Citrusy. A little bit of pine in there. Of course, I'm not getting any alcohol in those, being that low of an ABV. Smells very citrusy, very reminiscent of Sierra Nevada's pale. You know how hoppy that one is. It's almost an IPA as far as the hop forwardness in that beer. This is very similar to that. And like I said, I know that it's fresh because he told me they just started putting it in cans last month. So this is not more than a month old. So that's prime for a hop forward beer. You want to get it within the first month or two. Might have just a light, some lighter fruit in there. Some mango and oranges and pears. Got a very nice aroma on it. So let's give it a taste. See what we got, guys. Cheers. Cheers, Mitchell. Thanks again, buddy. Oh yeah, very nice pale. Not got hardly any bitterness to it at all. Very well balanced to me. a lot of the pails have almost like an IPA. It has a substantial bitterness on the back end. So I would think the IBUs are 50 or less on this beer. Very nice beer. A nice session lager. Lager. Where did that come from? Session ale. Definitely not a lager. Wow. Very tasty. First beer of the day too. Going down very good. Very citrusy, very floral. A little bit of pine. Some lighter fruit, oranges, mango, pears or apples. A nice maltiness to balance it out. Not over malty, not over hoppy. Very nice. 40 degrees right out of the fridge, you know the deal. I'll be right back and we'll do the final comments and chug on this one. Looks like a keeper, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left here. Well, this is a pretty decent pale ale. Mitchell, thanks again for sending these beers up from Charlotte. Very tasty beer. I know this fresh because it was just started canning these last month. So very tasty. I would put this in the same category as the Sierra Nevada Pale. Very hop forward, but another reason to have those dates on the cans now, because a 5% beer that sits on the shelf for 3 to 6 months, you get this beer after 6 months, it's going to be really malty and not going to have this hop forwardness that it's got now. So another reason to get up on that soapbox and preach about the dates, but very tasty. Let's do the final chug on this one. Pine, apples, pears, maybe a little bit of mango in there. Very piney though, not bitter at all. Good name for this jam session. Nice name for a good beer that you can drink 3 to 4, 5, 6. Just depends on how shit-faced you want to get. So it's a very tasty beer. Definitely worth picking up. I wish I could get them here. You would see a lot of these yellow cans in my refrigerator. So guys, if you've had this one, give me some comments back on this. Whether you liked it, didn't like it. Let's go see what the other guy's saying. Beer Advocate says it's 86, which is in the very good range. And Rate Beer says, uh-oh, they're not too kind. Evidently some people's got some older versions of this. 69 overall and 54 in the style. And glancing through some of the reviews, some of them are good and some of them are not so good, saying it's kind of malty. So I got a feeling that these guys aren't dating the bottles or the cans. I may be mistaken, like I said, because I've not seen any of these around here. They don't come up here into Virginia. So another reason to get them dates on the cans and the bottles, guys, so we can get these fresh beers. And if it's 3 to 6 months old, you want to let it sit on the shelf. So if you've had it, give me some comments back on this one, whether you like it, didn't like it. As always, hit that like button, rate, comment, subscribe, and let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.